Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I have 3 brand new knives that are all the rage, at least as far as I know, in the budget world, and I am looking forward to checking these out. It's 3 different versions of a brand new knife from NEDFOSS. I have not checked them out yet. I've seen pictures of them, and I'm going to quickly unbox all 3 because it's 3 of the same knife, but it has 3 different blade shapes. So I'm looking forward to seeing them and seeing what this knife's all about and giving you guys my opinion because I was asked on the live stream. By the way, every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. All right. We have a live stream. It's from 8:15 to around midnight Eastern time. And that's where we talk about knives that were on the channel for the previous week and any knife you ever see on the channel. We could do size comparisons. Sometimes we take them apart. And it's a family-friendly show, and we give knives just like these away. We give premium knives away. That's just an extra part of the fun. We always end up talking about food. You don't have to be a knife expert. You can come and learn about knives with the rest of us. There's always someone in the chat that will have an answer to your question, like, what should be my first budget knife? What kind of steel should I get? All the different questions that you can possibly come up with. Here's one, and it comes with looks like a T6 and a T8 and a little pouch to put it in, which is very nice. A little informational packet and a kind of semi-solid pouch. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and then I'm going to lay them all out here because I want you to be surprised right along with me because the pictures look cool. So this is the new NEDFOSS COUGAR. Would you look at them? I mean, just look at them. And I can already tell that we have some different blade shapeage going on. It doesn't, this one and this one look very similar, but let's put this down here. These are stainless steel as far as I know. I don't believe this is titanium. It's stainless steel. And then 14C28N, it's a button lock, a traditional button lock. Let's see what it looks like here. Not a super strong lockup. We'll check that out here in just a second. It doesn't have a reversible clip, but that looks like a milled titanium clip. Where's my magnet at? And I think what we'll do is I'm going to take one of these apart because I'm curious if it has a captive pivot. Well, yeah, it does. Look at that. So oh my goodness, NEDFOSS. Okay, coming in strong. This is looks like it's a metal clip. It is very magnetized. So that is not a titanium clip, but it is a milled stainless steel clip. It's a strong clip, and you know what? I'm getting a little excited. I want to see what it looks like on the inside, see what kind of bearings they have going on in there. But are you ready to see this blade? This has a nice fuller, so I'm already assuming this is gonna be an easy reverse flick. Are you ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh my goodness, that is a good looking knife. Wow, and these run like around the $50 range, like 50 to 60 bucks, I think, depending on which one you get. That is a nice looking blade. 14C28N. Let me wipe this off. But I know in the past, I have checked out some NEDFOSS chonkers, like very heavy knives. This one is not a heavy knife. And let's check out this blade. You ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Ooh, yeah. Get this one cleaned off. Look at that blade shape. This one has more of a clip point going on, and the finish is very nice. We have a finger choil. We'll check out the action, the ergos, and all that good stuff here in just a second. But because we had 3 different blade styles, I wanted to get them all out at the same time. And, ooh, yes, like it. Okay, so let's check out the different blades before we go any further, just so we have a good idea of what the blade shapes look like of these 3 different NEDFOSS. Look at that. You talk about some clean and crispy looking knives. These are clean and crispy. And while I have them out here on the table, let me get the length of this bad boy right here. Let's just get you a couple numbers because I don't know what the numbers are on them. So this is coming in at about 7.8 inches long. Your sharpen length is just shy of 3 inches, so about 2.94 inches, and then overall you have a 3.5 inch, just about a 3.4 inch blade overall, and then the height of your blade is coming in at just over 1 inch. Look at that, 1.1 inches for the height of your blade, so you have room. Ooh, nice and thin behind the edge. Okay, all right, so far I'm happy about this. Let's see, there's not a whole lot of difference in these blade shapes, but you can get an idea. This one kind of has more of the drop point. This one has more of the clip point. This one kind of has a little bit more of the K-tip. There's not a whole lot of difference in these two whatsoever. Putting them next to each other, it looks like one of them, wow, that is very, very similar. But you have to hold them up next to each other to be able to tell the difference. This one is a little more pointed, whereas this one you get a little bit more belly. So that would be the slight variation. And you can choose, I'll put the link where you can check these out yourself. All three of them were in the same spot, and this is stainless steel. So it's not super lightweight. I'm going to get a quick weight on it for you, and let's see what it weighs. And then, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm excited. This is a pretty, it has good action. Man, okay, let's stay on track here because I'm all over the place playing with new knives. This is coming in at 4.17 ounces. Let's see if there's much variation at all between the three different versions. I doubt it. 4.1 ounces for this one right here. And then this one is 4.23 ounces. So they're all 4 point something. They're all close to the 4 ounce mark. They're not super heavy. Now let's check out the action. So that one works well with the button. Kind of has that hollow sound. I like it. Good acoustics. Good blade retention. The blade, now this one's a little more bouncy. Not much. Nice action on the reverse flick. And can you use your thumb? Can't really get my thumb in there to use my thumb. Let's see. You can, it's just you have to hold your hand a certain way. So it looks like your main deployments for these bad boys are going to be a reverse flick using the button or the traditional slow roll. And let me give you a size comparison just with this one right here. And you know, I'm going to say it again. I'm really impressed that NEDFOSS is stepping it up a notch compared to the other knives that I've had from them that are really, you know, quite heavy. Quite chonkeristic. This is the Civivi Elementum 2 button lock, and then here is the QSP Penguin, because everybody should have a Penguin, right? So you see it's larger than a Penguin. A Penguin is a medium-sized knife. This is getting into more of a regular-sized knife. Here is the Vosted Raccoon. It's even bigger than the Raccoon, and then here is a CJRB Pyrite. And if you have a Raccoon, let's put this right on top, pivot to pivot. Let's see. So, you know what? The Raccoon actually, if you're putting them down here, because there's a slight angle to what you're watching right now. So if I put them in the middle, it looks like it is actually a little bit longer than the Raccoon, just by a hair. And that's changed by the angle. You see, if I have it here, as opposed to having it right here, gives it just a little bit. You have a little bit more handle out here. Now, talking about the ergos, my hand is 4 inches from here to here. Let me back out. 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. Let's see how she feels. Good ergos, no hot spots. It's locking my hand into place. If you have XL hands, it might be a little small for you to hold it back here, but if you have XL big hands, your pinky is going to end up wrapping around there if you have really chunky fingers. Now, this forward choil is usable with the first part of your digit. That, you know what, this is a pretty nice knife. Let's see how it feels. Left and right, up and down, good. Left and right, up and down, good. Where's the third one? I like that I have 3 variants that I can check out. So all of them are solid. I'm not getting any play with those. And are we centered? Yes, the blade is centered. I mean, these look like a very expensive premium knife. So if you like the titanium look, this is going to be right up your alley. And I like the fact that you have options. It has good action. The ergos are really good. They're smoothed out. You know, you have these rounded chamfered edges right here. And I thought with it being stainless steel that it would be heavier, but it's just coming in at just over 4 ounces for a lot of knife. I mean, that's a lot of blade. And I think it's really cool. I think it was smart of NEDFOSS to come out with 3 different blade shapes, all just a little bit different. That way people could pick their pleasure. You could get your favorite, or I guess you could get all 3 if you wanted to. And on top of that, it's 14C 28N blade steel, baby. So good blade steel, good action, good ergos, button lock, multiple deployment, not many deployments, but you have a couple. Here's a look at your lockup. The lockup is in the middle. And let's see, if I'm pushing down, I'm not getting any play or anything acting like that it wants to disengage. And anytime that I'm talking about a button lock, I consider button locks a medium action or a medium lock. It's not what I would use for heavy use because it's a button lock, unless it was actuating maybe a liner or a frame lock. So there you go. There's you an everyday carry folding pocket knife by NEDFOSS that just, wow, I'm blown away. I'm blown away by what you get for the price with the looks, the aesthetic, and the options. Holy cow. What can I say? It's a good one. I don't have anything bad to say. You have plenty of room for sharpening. You have the forward choil. You have the reverse flick. You have the button. You have, yeah, you even have a spot for a lanyard if you want to put a lanyard on them. So tell me what you think about the new NEDFOSS Cougar. I like it. I'm impressed. I was a little skeptical. I wanted to get them in my hands. And thank you, NEDFOSS, for sending me these. I'm impressed. I like them. So tell me what you think. Do you have a favorite of these blade shapes? Do you like 1, 2, or 3 better? And we may or may not give a couple of these away on the live stream. You know how that happens. But give me a big thumbs up. Let me know if you like the channel. And then go watch this video because you'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or at the Hive stream on Friday, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.